Hello everyone and welcome to the weekly rewind presented by Attractions Magazine. This episode is for Friday, December 18th, 2015. I'm your host, Banksley. As always, we're going to take a look back at the past 7 days of our Twitter feed at Attractions. So, let's get started last Friday on December 11th. We were over at Busch Gardens in Tampa for their annual Christmas Town event. Now, this event is free for anyone that has a ticket or annual pass to the park for the day. Only on select days, though I do believe it is going nightly now until the end of the year. Is just look at some of the many experiences and shows you can see during the event. Also, while we were there, we got a look at some of the construction progress for their new coaster, Cobra's Curse, which is coming next year. Looks like a lot of track has been put into place, and still more to come. If you're an annual pass holder and you head to Christmas Town, you can get this free ornament at one of the shops there in the park, and this ornament can be used after Christmas is over to plant flowers. Really cool. Great recycle use to it. Over at iDrive 360, inside Madame Tussauds Museum, they have brand new figures of the royal family. Now, I don't know if they're brand new. They may have come from another museum, but it's new to our museum here in Orlando. So for the time being, it's limited. You can go and see the royal family. On to December 12th, we noticed over at the Magic Kingdom, the Magic Band On Demand station has a couple of new designs. You can see an orange bird design there and an e-ticket design. Speaking of Orange Bird, there's also a brand new design for your phone cases that are at the print-on-demand stations. December 13th, we were over at Legoland Florida to check out their Christmas Spectacular event. Here's a look at the Lego Christmas tree lit up for the event, happening select nights through December 31st. You can check out a couple of videos on our YouTube channel from the event. December 14th, Escapeology Orlando, at Escapeology ORL on Twitter, shared the announcement that their brand new escape room, Budapest Express, opened December 18th, which is today. So if you have a chance to go and experience Escapeology, which I highly recommend, it's a really great experience. I gotta go check this out sometime soon. December 14th, over at Hollywood Studios, I know I have a photo of the Osborne lights every week, but with this as being the last year, the lights mean special to me, so I always make sure I have at least one photo on each episode until they end. And this one, take a look at the crowds. Since this is the final year, especially between now and January 3rd, which is the final day, you're probably going to be experiencing a lot of crowds trying to go and get their last look at the lights. So get there early. The parking has also gotten to where the parking lot is full. You may have to go park at Epcot. So if you're looking to go to the Osborne lights, get there early. It's the biggest tip I can give you right now. At Grilling with Gun on Twitter shared this photo from the Universal Orlando Annual Pass Facebook group taken by Crystal Hurst, and this is the Hulk track. It's coming back to Orlando. They built a brand new track at a facility somewhere in the country. I don't know where off the top of my head, but it is on its way to Orlando to be reinstalled at Islands of Adventure. So sometime next year, I think late spring or summer, Hulk will be back. December 16th, at Brittany UOR on Twitter, shared this photo of the Macy's Parade at Universal Studios Florida with some special guests on the float, Kevin Hart and Ice Cube. They were there at the park all day on that day to promote the new Ride Along 2 movie that's coming out next year. Over at Disney Springs, we know this new bottle that is on sale over at the Marketplace Co-op, which is Springs Bottling Company. That is the fictional bottling company that is part of the backstory for Disney Springs. Speaking of which, over at Disney Springs in the landing area, a brand new chocolate shop just opened up this past week called the Ganachery. December 17th, at BGnome91 on Twitter, shared this photo of some new rules that have been implemented at Walt Disney World. In fact, a lot of the parks around Central Florida have really upped their security lately with new metal detectors, wand checks, and stuff like that, and new rules like this. So you definitely want to check these rules out, pay attention, because some of this is big, especially with the no more costumes at all being worn by anyone 14 and over. December 17th, it was announced that the purple Magic Bands are finally going to be available in plain colors very, very soon. Now, you've already been able to get a purple Magic Band at the on-demand station at Magic Kingdom, but you'd have to get designs on them. But now, you can finally just get one plain, and I'm definitely going to be getting one myself. December 17th, we were over at the new Sugar Factory at iDrive 360. They were having a preview for their restaurants. It's going to be opening up later this month, but this is just a look at some of the food that you can get there. Big thing that happened on December 17th was the opening night for Star Wars The Force Awakens. I hope everyone has gone out to see the movie already. I know it just came out today, but no spoilers here. Do not post any spoilers, please. But this was an amazing event. I was there for this. You can see right there the red carpet going into the AMC Theater. They screened the movie, and those who bought the special tickets for this event then got to go over to Hollywood Studios and experience an after-hours party until 2 a.m. You can see right here a look at some of the cast members lining Hollywood Boulevard with lightsabers, welcoming guests to the park. There was a DJ, there was a special ride accesses on Star Tours Tower. Coaster even had a special Star Wars theme with music. Check out our YouTube channel for video of that. It is awesome, and it was just so cool in person. Another cool aspect here during the party was they had Captain Phasma, one of the new characters from Force Awakens, there patrolling the park on top of the Hyperion Theater. Also around the park, they had several different photo ops for fans to go. Right here you can see they had BB-8 out, so you can get a photo with him. And finally this week, I want to share the cover for our brand new winter 2015-2016 issue of Orlando Attractions Magazine. Star Wars related, of course, because that is the big thing that's happening right now with all the new experiences happening at Disney's Hollywood Studios, as well as the movie that just came out. You'll want to pick up this issue if you're a fan of Star Wars. Also, there's a look at the Osborne Lights, the history of it, and a goodbye send-off, as well as a look at the new Heart Lake City area over at Legoland, Florida, plus much more that's in every issue of the magazine. So, attractionsmagazine.com is where you can go to pick up that issue or subscribe to a full year. And that's going to do it this week for the Weekly Rewind. Be sure to tune in to the show. This past week, we had a look at all the Star Wars experiences there at Hollywood Studios, as well as Carlo's Bakery over at the Florida Mall. Next week will be our special Christmas episode. We have some fun things planned, so you don't want to miss that. And with next Friday being Christmas Day, I want to just wish everyone out there a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll see you next Friday. Have fun.